I am here with Mauricio Rebolledo of Rebolledo Cycles, and he's here to show us a couple bikes. I've met Mauricio 2 years ago in the San Jose, the first show in San Jose, and it was by CSIP.
Right.
And right beside it, a few bikes stopped me on my track, so I had to talk. I had to meet the man, and it's been a pleasure. So tell us about your company and how it came about.
I spent when you first came there, I'd spent time with CSIP, with Jay and Jeremy there. I spent about 6 years working with them, learning the trade, and toward the last couple of years of that, I started really getting into lug bikes, and the bikes from the 50s and 60s and 70s are the ones that really kind of turned me on, that appealed to me, and I got really into the brazing.
Right.
And that's when I started to come up with the idea that, you know what, I want to do this on my own, and I have something I kind of want to express and share, and started pursuing that and developed it, and then in 2006 we fired it. Yeah, we launched it, committed.
How's the journey been? Has it been?
It's scary. Yeah, it's the first time I've really worked, for myself, and it's putting yourself out there and making all the choices and decisions, and for people to see and respond and criticize and enjoy, and but it's been good. It's like the struggles of being a small business owner, but in a very creative way and an enjoyable way, and I love it. It's been good. The company's slowly growing, and still getting to do something I love to do.
What do you work? How many bikes you produce a year, and what do you make a lot of?
I'd say the majority of bikes that I'm making now are road and track.
Road and track.
But it's expanding. I'm getting more into cyclocross bikes as well, and now cycle touring and randonneurs.
Right. Well, let's see an example of your work here. What do you got?
All right, this is a bike that I made for a friend of mine, for Jim Kish. And he's another frame builder, and it's basically a single speed, a road fixie. Basically, it has road angles, fairly relaxed, not really super short chainstays, and designed for the road. With the front brake, so he can ride around San Luis Obispo where he lives.
I see, right.
And definitely the colors were basically inspired from old American trucks and the colors from the 50s and 60s.
Was that your idea or his?
Well, I work really closely with my wife, and my wife has a BFA. She's a painter and interior designer, and she does all the color consulting.
Right.
So we pitch the color schemes to customers, typically.
I see.
Yeah.
You have a color consultant.
I do, in-house. You see that? We're growing. In-house.
I knew you went.
Yeah, but she collaborates with all the bikes, and we sit down with the clients and kind of work things out, propose things to them if they don't have a really good idea about what they want to do. But I wanted to build, I'm inspired by the older kind of traditional lug frames, and wanted to build something that looked kind of like a classic track bike, with round fork blades and just, the quilled stem, and obviously the lugs, and just something that was kind of understated. I like the stuff that's a little bit more subtle, and that kind of draws you in, and then starts kind of just exposing some of the details and some of the work.
Right. Well, I can tell you, Jim Kish was here yesterday, and he's got high standards. For him to get a bike from you is.
I was flattered. I really enjoyed making it for him.